Good morning to all. I am Dr. T. L. Larissa, Department of Chemistry, Faculty of Arts and Science, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. Today we are going to discussing in the analytical chemistry paper, Unit 3, Analytical Methods. In this chapter, we have to discussing the different types of thermoanalytical techniques, introduction, scope of the thermal methods, definition, general points. Another one is thermal methods of analysis, various methods discussed in this chapter. Another next one is application of thermal analysis, how it is applicable to the analysis of sample. Scope of the thermal methods. Definition: thermal analysis refers to a group of methods in which the some physical properties of the sample it is continuously measured as a function of temperature at the time subjected to control the temperature changes. Generally, the temperature is ability to transfer of heat or accept of heat and from the other materials. Thermometry means science of temperature measurements. The thermogrametry is a TGA. It is related to changes in the weight form, indicates whether the samples is losing the weight or how much amount of the light uh, sample is losses the. So you have to identify the TGA. Next method is thermal the differential scanning calorimetry DSC related to energy changes, indicates that the reaction is exothermic or endothermic. You have to measuring the heat changes in this method. Next one is thermomechanical analysis related with the dimensional changes as a function of metals, alloys, polymers, ceramic, glasses. How will you changes? How much? What are the dimensional changes in this method? We have to analyzing in the dimensional changes. Thermoacoustometry analysis, characteristic sound waves produced on heating. Next one is thermophotometry, study if an optical characteristic of the sample. Next one is electrothermal analysis, electrical conductivity mainly used in the semiconductor polymer studies, also purity of the determination. What are the compounds used for the electrothermal analysis, and what is the uses of electrothermal analysis? That is why discussing this method. Thermomagnetometry means variation in the magnetic properties of different material with different temperature, analyzing for the thermomagnetometry. The thermal methods in the analysis of TGA technique in which the weight of the sample is measured, it is the function of temperature. The reactant equal to solid to product. The reactant also solid plus producing the product also solid plus gas. The gas plus reactant to form a product solid. In this method, you have to analyzing for the reactant to product. What are the changes for the product? Next one, derivative thermogrammetry, DTG. It is method expressing the result of TG thermogrammetry by giving the first derivative curve as a function of temperature or time. DTA, it is a technique which difference in the temperature delta T between the sample and the inert reference material is measured as a function of the temperature for DTA. DSE, it is a similar to DTA, but in the difference from DTA by measuring the energy has been applied in the maintain the constant temperature. The next one is evolved gas deduction, EGD. It is the method deduction of evaluation of the gases from the samples. How much amount of the gas is evolved in the samples? That is analyzing for the evolved gas deduction. Next one is evolved gas analysis, EGA. Here the volatile products released by the sample on decomposition may be analyzed. In this volatile compound, some of the compound is gases easily volatile. That composes decomposition. How much amount of decomposition is possible for this products and the reactant? So that is why analyzing for the evolved gas analysis method. Next one is multiple techniques in the thermal analysis. It involves the combination of more than one thermal methods. The most common combination of thermogrametric analysis DTA example for simultaneously TG and DTA measurements of the colonite. This is one used for the TG and DTA method. Most common combined technique is a TG DTG, TG DTG DTA. Three combination method is possible. Another two combination thermogrametry, evolved gas deduction or evolved gas analysis method. This is a multi-purpose technique for the thermal analysis method. What are the application of thermal analysis method? One is determination of thermal constant. Example for specific heat of conductivity, melting and freezing points of pure metals. How much amount of the melting possible and how much amount of freezing point is possible for the pure metals and samples, analyzing for the thermal methods. Phase changes and phase equilibrium. You have to one phase is for the liquid to solid, solid to liquid phase changes like the melting points, liquid to vapor changes like boiling points. Analyzing this method. Another one is the structural changes. The solid-solid transition where the changes in the crystal structure occurs. It may be endothermic or exothermic changes for the samples. Analyzing in this thermoanalytical techniques. The thermal stability. Next one is thermal stability. Example for polymeric materials have been widely studied in this inorganic polymer material, organic polymer materials. Study about the thermal stability. You have to analyze what is the thermal stability, how long you have to stable for this material. Analyzing this technique, thermoanalytical methods. Next, first we have to discussing the thermogravimetry (TGA). It is the study of weight changes of the specimen as a function of temperature. This technique is useful for transformation involving the absorption or evaluation of gases from the specimen consisting of the solid phases. The reactant is a solid and formed after you have to reactant is formed to the product also solid plus getting from the gas, a mass loss. You have to losses of the gas and gas is reacted to the reactant to the gas is reacted between the reactant solid forming the product is a mass gain. A plot of mass versus temperature permits the evaluation of the thermal stabilities, the rate of the reaction process and sample composition. You have to analyzing this method. A measurement of the changes in the sample is mass is temperature made using the thermobalance. The thermobalance would be suitably enclosed system that is atmospherically can be controlled. The thermobalance is you have to measure the how much amount of weight is you have to taking for the reactant and how much amount of getting from the product. The process occurring without the change in mass, example of melting of the sample, obviously cannot be studied by the thermogrametry TGA. This is the outlet of the Perkin-Elmer TGA thermogrametry analysis instrument. The instrumentation is getting from the recording balance. One is you have to needed for the recording balance, how much amount of sample is you have to take in the starting and the final product, how much you are getting. That is the reason you have to needed for the recording balance. Next one is burners. You also eating purpose you have to take needed for the burners. Burners program or controller. You have to maintain for the temperature. So that is the reason you have the program controller is get for the burners. Next one is recording the device. In this recording the device, what are the which temperature you have to reduce the decrease the loss of the compounds and the byproduct gases. So that is the reason needed for the recording devices. This is the instrumentation for steps. One is microbalance. It is used to record a change in the mass of sample or substance. An ideal microbalance must also possess the following features. It should be have accuracy and reproducibility and rapid response for the thermobalance. It should provide the electronic signals to record the change in the mass using the recorder. It should have the capacity of auto weight mass adjustment is uh, possible in this microbalance. It should be mechanically and electronically stable use for the user of the friendly. This is the one of the stably mechanical and electrically stable the balance. The thermobalance has a clamp which is used to hold the microbalance arm. After the sample has been placed in the microbalance, it is left to our 10 to 15 minutes to stabilize that. You have to keep for this sample in this microbalance. You have to leave in that for the 10 to 15 minutes stabilize the balance. Recording the balance, recording the balance, the deflection type and null point and helical cantilever and torsion wire and beam. The null point type is makes use of sensing the element which detects the any singlest deviation of the balance beam, provides the application of the destroying the force directly proportional to change in the weight and thereby the returning the beam and original null point. There is the restoring the point is subsequently recorded in this null point type. The deflection type is essentially based on the either conventional analytical balance consisting of the helical spring and cantilever the beam. The strain gauge and torsion analytical balance is involving in the conversion of the deviation directly into the recorded at the weight changes or changes in the deflection type. Next one is sample holder. The available with different size sample depending upon the weight. Maybe you have to take the 1 gram, 2 gram, not different size and shape you have to taking for the sample holder made up of glass. This sample holder is containing for the glass, quartz, aluminum, stainless steel. Extra types the sort of the holding the samples which eliminates the gas, vapors or volatile matter by diffusion during the heating. The deep crucible was possible for the sample holder. Next, burners. The burners temperature program is containing for the these are the controller which can be gradually raise the temperature at fixed rate. This device has chorus the fine control and knobs throughout the desired the temperature with respect to the rate and time can be obtained. The rate and time you have to increase the temperature and decrease the temperature is. So that is the reason furnace temperature program is fixed in this balance in this instrument. This controlling the done is increasing the voltage through the heated element by motor driven the variable transformer or different thermocouples. The burners is heat of the balance. It holds the sample container. This ensures the uniform heating and sample over wide range of the temperature. In this wire is coiled by the ceramic material surrounded by the insulator. The this is the placed within the burners housing. The burners is cooling facilities. Burners is connected to the programmer. The nichrome wire is usually used to the burners operating with the 1000 degrees Celsius for the burners. The platinum and rhodium alloy is used to temperature up to about 1500 degrees Celsius. You are using for the platinum and rhodium alloy. Another one, nichrome wire is used for the about 1000 degrees Celsius. The temperature can be measured by using the thermocouples like chromal aluminal up to 1000 degrees Celsius. Platinum metal alloy is used for 1500 degrees Celsius. The requirements of the thermocouples chemically inert and high temperature also you have to record the thermoanalytical methods. Recorder, it provides the constant recorder of the sample as a function of temperature. There are two types of potentiometric recorder. XY recorder, it plots rate directly in the temperature. The X1, X2 are adjacent the recorder. It provides the independent of the recorder of weight and temperature as possible. The diagram is summary of the black from the various components on the modern of the thermobalance is recorded. The diagram is schematic diagram is balance and the furnace is assembled. Next on the after you are to getting from the result the interpretation of the TGA. What are the product forming that? What are the how much amount of gas is released? So the auto interpretation of the TGA curve. We can consider that the TGA curve directly indicates the characteristic of the compound. This is due to the sequence of the physiochemical events that occur the under particular condition. We have to the temperature, you have to temperature range, you have to how much amount of releasing that. One is example one is calcium carbonate decomposes single stage. You have to 800 degrees Celsius to 900 degrees Celsius. You have to heat at that calcium carbonate getting from the solid is in the forms the calcium oxide stable solid and gas is carbon dioxide producing this method. The calcium carbonate is heated, forming the product is a calcium oxide solid and carbon dioxide is a gas. Example to ammonium nitrate. In this ammonium nitrate is you have to heat at the 300 degrees Celsius getting from nitrous oxide N2O and plus what plus plus hydrogen and oxygen gases. Two volatile products also possible for this ammonium nitrate. This is the curve bar you are to getting from the in the 300 degrees Celsius you are to getting the 800 degrees C. You are to decrease in the decomposition of this calcium carbonate and the ammonium nitrate is decomposition the around 300 degrees Celsius. But in the case of calcium oxide is getting from around 800 degrees Celsius and eating the platinum crucible you are to taking the calcium oxalate monohydrate is CaC2OH2. This is the in air up to 1000 degrees Celsius. We see we will be separated the three thermal decomposition steps. One is steps is hydrated water is lost. First you have to losing the water. Calcium carbonate solid is heated at 100 degrees Celsius. You have to lose the water. CS calcium carbonate CaC2O4 solid plus water molecule loss that. Another second step, anhydrous of the salt decomposes. The calcium carbonate decomposes the getting from the product is a calcium carbonate solid and carbon monoxide gas. Third step is the calcium carbonate decomposes to form a calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. This is the three steps following the TGA curve for calcium carbonate monohydrate. What is the application of thermogravimetry analysis? Determining the purity and the thermal stability of both primary and secondary standards. It investigating the correct drying temperature and the suitability of various the weighting forms and gravimetric analysis. Various product which temperature you have to release the product. So determine this TGA. Determine the decomposition of alloys and mixture also. For example, calcium, transient binary mixture. Here the decomposition temperature is 65 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius, where the strontium carbonate is decomposition temperature is 95 to 115 degrees Celsius. Strontium and calcium decomposition is possible for the alloy mixture. Both carbonate decomposes in the oxides with the evaluation of carbon dioxide and calcium strontium present in the mixture also have to weight lesser due to the evaluation of carbon dioxide at the lower and higher temperatures respectively. Next method is differential thermal analysis, TDA, the DTA method. The DTA is a technique in which the difference in the temperature between the substance and the reference material is measured as a function of temperature, while the substance and the reference material are subjected to the control the temperature program only in this method also. So this is the black diagram of the graph, the differential thermogram showing the changes in the encountered with the polymeric material. One is the exothermic, endothermic also possible, the glass transition, crystallization and melting temperature. There is no oxidation and decomposition also possible in this methods. What is the principle of differential DTM method? It is the technique which temperature of the substance under investigation is compared with the temperature of thermally inert material. One is the initial increase in the difference temperature is due to the glass transition. The DG is a characteristic temperature at which glass amorphous polymers become the flexible or uh, rubber like flexible or rubber like for the transition temperature. When heated the glass transition temperature, the polymer changes from the glass to rubber and result in the no changes in the enthalpy. The heat capacity of the rubber is different from the glass, which results to the lowering the baseline. No peak appears during the transition because the zero enthalpy changes zero enthalpy changes in this method. This is the overall black diagram for the DTA instrumentation. You have to need the one is a reference, another one is a sample. Burners, you have to need the burners, and in between you have to use for the thermocouple, sample temperature, sample difference also. Reference and the sample, the difference. This is the instrumentation technique. The instrumentation method is for DTA method is sample holder. Sample and reference cell is a aluminum used for aluminum. Sensors in platinum color the chromal aluminal thermocouples. One of the samples and one other reference joint the differential temperature controller for the sensor. Burners is alumina block containing the sample or reference cells used for the burners. Temperature controller program and burners atmosphere also. Next one is recording the system. What is the application of DTM method? Rarely using for this method is the qualitative and quantitative identification of the minerals, detection of any the minerals in a samples. Maybe minerals means you are getting the calcium, inorganic minerals. You have to detect in this method. The polymeric materials DTA is useful for the characterization of polymeric material. Light up the light in identification of thermophysical, thermochemical, thermomechanical, thermoelastic changes or transition also. You have to identify in this DTM method. The measurement of crystalline, the measurement of mass fraction of the crystalline material, semi-crystalline polymers. Also, you have to analyze in this method. Analysis of biological material. DTA curves are used to data bone. The data bone remains as the study of archaeological materials and some of the DTA and the DNA analysis also study about this in this method. Next one is differential thermal analysis principle. The basic principle involved in a DTA is the temperature difference in DTA between the test sample and inert reference sample under the control of identical condition and condition of the heating or cooling recorded continuously as a function of uh, differential thermal analysis. If any reaction takes place in the sample, then the temperature difference will occur between the sample and the reference material. In an endothermic change, such as a melting or dehydration of the samples, the temperature of the sample is lower than the reference material. Delta T equal to negative for endothermic reaction. In an the exothermic change, a process of the sample temperature is higher than the reference material. It is called a exothermic process. Delta T is a positive. The shape of the size and peak given information of the nature of the test sample. The sharp endothermic peaks indicates the phase changes, such as a melting and fusion reaction also possible in this endothermic reaction. The transition from one crystalline form to another crystalline form. And the endothermic peaks are obtained from the dehydration reaction. The chemical reaction like the oxidative reaction or exothermic reaction, you have to release the heat. The instrumentation for DTA black diagram. The DTA apparatus consists of following components: burner samples, and to heat the sample burners, atmospheric control, low level DC amplifier, recording the devices, recorder. This is the differential temperature of sensor to be difference temperature between the reference material. The sample and reference holder kept inside the burners, atmosphere control, and sample reference. Another microviolet amplifier. Next one is what is the recorder. Thermogram. The differential thermogram consists of record of the difference in the sample and reference temperature delta T, plotted as a function of time T and sample temperature Ts, reference temperature Tr, Burness temperature Tf. That time only you have to draw the thermogram. This is the one of the thermogram for you have to draw the different temperature. For the one is getting the bottom is the endothermic reaction. After oxidative or lost the heat, and oxidative reaction is possible for exothermic reaction. Next one is what the decomposition. The endothermic is following the dehydration reaction and exothermic following the decomposition reaction. The thermogram, the most of the cases, physical change given rise to endothermic curve, whereas the chemical reaction gives the rise the exothermic. The sharp endothermic change is crystallinity or fusion. The broad endothermic reaction is dehydration reaction. The exothermic is mostly oxidative reaction is possible and getting from the decomposition. What is the advantage of DTA? The instrument can be used at a very high temperature also. The instruments are highly sensitive material, and characteristic of transition or chemical reaction temperature can be accurately determined in this method. What is the limitation of the differential thermal analysis? The differential temperature determined by the DTA is not so as the accurate for 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. Small changes in the different temperature cannot be determined and quantified. Only high difference only you have to quantify in this method. Due to heat variation between the sample and the reference makes it is a less sensitive material. This is the DTA, difference thermal analysis of the calcium oxide monohydrate for the interpretation of this calcium monohydrate compound. The DTA curve of the decomposition of the calcium oxalate monohydrate is shown in the diagram. Is getting the thermogram shows the decomposition the decomposition in the carbon dioxide atmosphere at the air atmosphere also. The calcium oxide monohydrate, the thermogram of the calcium oxide monohydrate has a three peaks corresponding to the successive elimination of water, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. These 3 points weight losses are corresponding to the three endothermic process. The curve will be represent for the DTA diagram. The same compound in the air, the second peak is curve is a sharply exothermic, but the corresponding to the same weight loss in a carbon dioxide atmosphere. You have to lose the carbon dioxide. The peak represents the exothermic burning of the carbon monoxide in air temperature of the burners only. What are the factors affecting for the DTA curve? Instrumental factors: size and shape of the sample and burner holder. Next one is material from the which sample holder is made in, it is a corrosive attack. Corrosive easily attack that time also affected by the instrumental error. Heating rate, burners heating rate also factors affected. Sample characteristic, amount of the sample, weight and particle size of the sample also affected for the DTA curve. The burners heating, the temperature at which the compound sample decomposed depends upon the heating rate. Maybe you have to heat at the excess amount, the compound is decomposition possible. A heating rate is 3.5 degrees Celsius per minute is usually recommended for reliable and reproducible TGA curve. The burners atmosphere, the atmosphere inside the burners surrounding the sample as a profound effect. Decomposition temperature of the sample also possible because of you have to maintain the heat. That time only you have to reduce the error. A pure nitrogen gas from the cylinder passed through the furnace, which provides an inert atmosphere. The time you are getting from, there is no error. Control the error. The sample characteristic means the weight of the sample. A small weight of the sample is recommended. Using the small weight eliminates the existence or temperature gradient throughout the sample also. So each weight you have to getting rid of the error. The particle size of the sample. The particle size of the sample should be small and uniform. The use of a large particle or crystal may result in the apparent very rapid weight loss during the heating. So, what is the application of DTA curve? Means qualitative and quantitative identification minerals, polymeric materials, measurement of crystalline, analysis of biological materials also in this method. Next one is thermometric titration. The thermometric titration means the objective of this thermometric titration to perform the thermometric titration in order to determine the enthalpy change of the reaction. The enthalpy changes you have to determine the thermometric method to evaluate the enthalpy of neutralization of strong acid and strong base, and for weak acid and strong base. The group sizes individually you have to titrate in this thermometric titration method. The introduction, the thermometric titration, we make use of fact that is a reaction in a solution accomplished in the temperature changes. For example, the neutralization of the reaction hydrochloric acid sodium hydroxide is a exothermic reaction. The sodium hydroxide aqueous sodium hydroxide reacted to aqueous HCl, the hydrochloric acid, to form a sodium chloride aqueous plus water. The enthalpy change of delta H equals a neutralized for the negative. In this experiment is determine the concentration of two acids, hydrochloric acid HCl and ethanoic acid. The acetic acid in turn with the neutralize the standardized the solution of sodium hydroxide and recorded the temperature of the mixture of during the mixtures during the titration method. What are the chemicals you have to needed for this titration? Means 120 ml of standardized 0.1 molarity of sodium hydroxide solution and 100 ml of hydrochloric acid solution about 0.2 molarity. 100 ml of ethanoic acid solution about 0.2 molarity. An additional material standard, the students would be bring the two pieces of graph paper, the preparable 2 mm under division, the pipette pillar and 50 ml of burette, and expanded the polystyrene cup 150 to 200 ml capacity, thermometer 0 to 50 degrees Celsius, readable the 0.2 degrees Celsius, and a small filter panel also possible needed the apparatus. What is the procedure following this method? Means that the titration of hydrochloric acid with the standardized with the sodium hydroxide solution. Using pipette and filler, transfer of 50 ml of sodium hydroxide solution into polystyrene cup, allowed to stand for few minutes. Record the temperature of the solution. From a burette, add the 5 ml from burette to add the 5 ml of HCl solution to the cup. The stir the mixture with the thermometer and record its the temperature. Add the successive 5 ml of portion of HCl solution, stirring the mixture, recording its the temperature after each addition. The record your results in the table 1. The stop after addition of 60 ml of acids. Each 5 ml you have to record, note out by the temperature. This is the B one. Next one is titration of ethanoic acid with the standard sodium hydroxide solution. Follow the same procedure as did the HCl instead of ethanoic acid in the burette. When filling the burette, remember the correct rinsing the procedure. If record your results in the table 2, the concentration of standardized the sodium hydroxide solution, you have to the volume of HCl added and the temperature. Note down that the volume of this is by this data plot the temperature of the reaction mixture versus volume of hydrochloric acid added. Determine the endpoint. Table 2 is volume of acetic acid and the temperature also. Instead of acetic acid the HCl, you have to add the acetic acid. By this use of data plot the reaction mixture versus volume of ethanoic acid added and determine the endpoint. Calculation, the treatment of the grass at the beginning and the final stage of the titration. The points would be straight line relationship. This is the relationship that draw the straight line of the each stage. The extra plot of this straight line is such as the meet at a point. This point should be above the quite close to the maximum temperature. It is the end point of the titration. This point gives the maximum temperature of the reaction temperature. Next, the calculate the concentration of each of the acids from the maximum temperature rises, determine the quantity of the energy released in this titration. Assume that the specific heat capacity of the solution is the same as a for water is 4.18 joule gram inverse Kelvin inverse. That the heat capacity of the cup is zero. The calculate the standard enthalpy changes of the neutralization for each reaction. You have to calculate the how much amount of enthalpy released in this acids. So that is why you have to determine for the thermometric titration method. That's all. Okay, bye.